Hey, Will,
Yeah.
did you happen to know that there's an auto show today?
Really?
Yeah, it says right here in the paper.
Oh, wow.
Huh. Would be nice if we were to go
Yeah, for sure. We're all the way out in the country.
hunting and camping.
Yeah.
You know what? Wait a minute. Are we really here? Where are we?
You're right. Oh, snap.
Hey, we are at the
We're
auto
at the auto show. Here we go. Aaron, we're here at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. Everything is all bright and conceptually,
bright
it
lights,
looks beautiful. Like
cars everywhere.
Super excited to get things going, man. Initially we have, a couple cars right here, but honestly, what are you most excited for?
Well, we're in Ford actually right now, so I'm looking forward to seeing the Mustang Dark Horse.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Since we're in Ford, I'll mention one I'm looking forward to, the F-150 Lightning. I like EVs, and that one's kind of, comparable to like the GMC. And it looks cool. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to kind of get things going. But overall, kind of keeping you guys for too long. Let's get in there and check it out, shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go.
So first of all, I appreciate your presentation. I'm personally big fan of Kia. And I just wanted to know first, what would you say the difference with Kia's marketing strategy in terms of how they differ from other brands, or how we're pushing the new electrification of vehicles?
Yeah. So for us, again, we are all about giving our customers choices and letting them know the choices they have to go from. Mm-hmm. So we've historically made great gas engine vehicles, and we do currently. The Telluride is doing amazing. Our Sorento is doing amazing. But we've been giving people some other choices that they've moved to electrified, whether it's HEV, hybrid. Our Nero comes in all three trims of a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, and an EV. We now have just launched the 3-row EV9. It's a real 3-row. We could sit in the back third row and not be cramped. And that's, I think, something that people have been looking for. But the big strategy element that we're trying to do is we try to show that our electric vehicles, the EV9, it's a regular SUV. It just happens to be electric. It can tow 5,000 pounds. It can go 300 miles. It can hold 7 to 8 people. Mm-hmm. It can do all the things that you want an SUV to do, and it's electric.
What would you say is your personal favorite, that of new vehicle that Kia came out with in terms of EVs?
So I love SUVs. Mm-hmm. I don't have kids. It's me and my 2 dogs. I love 3 rows to put that 3rd row down, to be able to take the dogs wherever we go. So currently I'm driving the Telluride. The EV9 just went on sale. As soon as I'm allowed to, I'm gonna get one of those. Those are my 2 favorites. They're big, roomy. They do everything I wanna do. I love going camping. I can go anywhere in them.
Oh, okay. And then what would you say also as well is the newest, like Kia's in terms of technology that they're pushing, new tech, you know, in the vehicles? What would you say is like the most new feature that Kia is implementing, you know, moving forward in the future?
So I think one of the, let's stick with EVs for a second.
Okay.
So for EVs, you know, a big concern of a lot of people is how long is it going to take me to charge the vehicle, right? You know, if I don't have a charger at home. So our EV, our EV6, our EV9, we have fast charging, 800 volt fast charging. You can charge at a fast charger from 10 to 80% in 20 minutes.
Wow.
Now, if you think about the last time you went gas engine, you pull up to the gas station, and let's just make the assumption that you actually went into the gas station to, you know, whether you went to pay, get a soda or something like that, that's probably 10 minutes. So you're already doing a for an extra 5 or 10 minutes, you can get a full charge. And I think that's one technology that we put into our vehicles that are trying to help people become more comfortable in adopting EVs.
Thank you so much, Russell. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
This is the ID Buzz. This is the long wheelbase version, which is specifically for the US market. And it takes its inspiration from this car over here, which is an original Type 2 microbus. So this is a 1967 deluxe station wagon. That was the actual name of the vehicle in the catalogs. And you know, at the time, it was probably the first minivan. It was one of the first people carriers. You know, back if you think about it, back in the day in the 50s and the 60s, you had all these big American cars, and you know, they'd take 4 or 5 people, might take 6 or 7 in a station wagon. This could take 8 or 9 people in a very small, compact package. So, and you know, the thinking behind the vehicle was one of the reasons it has this very long wheelbase and very short overhangs is it's rear-engined. So there's nothing basically in front of the front axle. So you've got the very boxy proportions, but as I say, there's very little overhang front and rear. And the great thing about an electric vehicle, which of course is this vehicle, this is a 91 kilowatt hour battery, rear wheel drive, rear engine, 280 horsepower. Or it can also be all wheel drive, 335 horsepower. But the great thing about the electric package is that you can have a very long wheelbase because the electric motors are really small. And that allows us to get the kind of proportions that you have of the microbus. Over the years, Volkswagen's tried to do modern iterations of the bus, you know, retro take on this vehicle, but we could never do it with a gas engine vehicle because you have basically an engine in front of you, and you have a dash that was like a mile away from the windshield. So it was serendipitous that actually the electric platform really allows us to do this. And then I think the other thing that's kind of key, if you look at the vehicle, is it's got all the modern technology interfaces you expect. So you've got a big screen, 12.9 inch screen. Obviously you've got phone connectivity, you've got navigation, you know, you've got Spotify, you've got all these apps on there that allow you to play your tunes, all that kind of stuff. And you know, there's a head-up display as well that's available, which is kind of cool because it projects the navigation beyond the windshield, so it sort of floats in space.
So it's like a little bit of VR, AR, where enableability?
Kind of AR, yeah. It's augmented reality basically.
Okay.
And then the vehicle's obviously got all of the modern safety features you expect.
Very nice.
It can actually park itself. It's got what we call trained parking. And you know, it's got all of the things like lane detection, automatic cruise control, pedestrian detection, all of those kind of features. And obviously it's got power sliding doors, power tailgate, It's got some really cute little sliding. The windows in the doors actually kind of pop in and then slide back.
Oh, wow.
So you can get some air in the back. You've obviously got all of the modern convenience and comfort features. So you've got heated seats, ventilated seats are available, heated steering wheel. So it's very much a modern iteration of the microbus. And I always say, we talk about it being the microbus reimagined for the electric age. It's going to go on sale in last quarter this year. We haven't announced pricing yet, but I think a lot of people will love to have it because there's nothing else. There's no other van. We don't want to call it a minivan, but it really is a minivan.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's electric on the market like it. So I think it's going to be a pretty big hit when it comes out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty unique. One of the things I like, one other than the color, right? It's very friendly. It's welcoming. It's like, hey, come sit in me. Let's go for a long ride somewhere far in the jungle. This one is a really good one because it's got very nostalgic vibes. People put stickers on them, and I think that he kind of literally took a copy and then reiterated this in a very modern way that's just ecstatic, and it looks great.
Yeah, I like the way you say it's friendly. I think that's one of the things I like about it. It's got like a happy face with the big logo on the front. And this one's a European version, so that for the US version, that's actually lit. So it's giant lit logo front and rear, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
There's also some nice little touches in there. So if you look inside, there's a couple of places where you can see the silhouette of the Buzz in there, and it's just like these little Easter eggs inside the car for people to look at.
That's so cute. Mark, thank you so much again for your time, and I'd love to get my hands on it very soon.
Yeah.
Here at the Chicago Auto Show, which is opening up tomorrow to the public. I want to start with some of the really exciting stuff. So this is the LC convertible.
Yes.
This is a 5-liter naturally aspirated 471 horsepower vehicle, 0 to 60 in about 4.6 seconds. And this convertible top is quick open and close, so you can at a whim take that top down, drive down Lakeshore Drive. It's beautiful. Everyone looks really good in it. I'd love for you to come check this out. This is the powerful performance end, but we want to talk about electrification because at Lexus, electrification is very important to us. So we have several different hybrids as well as plug-in hybrids. This is actually our first ever all-electric vehicle. So what this is called, this is the RZ450E. Features our Direct 4 system, which is powered to both the front and the back wheels for optimal performance. And you can see inside, for an electric vehicle, this is a super luxurious cabin in there. So one of the really cool things here, with that roof up there that you see, it's called Dynamic Sky. And what that is with the touch of a button, it can block out 99% of those UV rays. So it's pretty incredible. You can open and close at a whim.
And the paint job is perfect.
Beautiful. That's called caviar.
Caviar. I love
nice.
it.
I know. Lexus does paint very well.
It's like dark, but not too dark and not black. It's just a little bit of touch, a little sparkle. I love it. Love it.
So finally here, a kind of meeting in the middle. This is exciting because what this is a brand new vehicle for us. This is called the TX. So we took both performance and we took electrification. This vehicle, as shown, is 366 horsepower. It's our biggest 3-row SUV we've ever made. You could actually fit in the 3rd row if you tried.
Oh, really?
I know that sounds crazy. You want to test this?
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Let's do
You're
this.
here.
Right.
So this is a very comfortable 3rd row. So I know you're dressed really nice. So
right.
watch out.
Oh,
Put him in. Put him to the test. If he can fit back there, anybody can.
Oh. I fit back here.
You can recline the back seat there. If
Oh
you'd
my
like.
gosh! Wow.
It's really comfortable.
You
So,
can.
I
You
know.
got a little charger back here.
Chargers. This is the perfect family vehicle, but it has power. It has that performance. It fits 6 or 7 passengers comfortably, and this is going to be available. This is a hybrid itself, and we'll also have a plug-in hybrid available later this year. So you have the best of everything.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so
You're
much.
so welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Lucid Air Grand Touring that you're in 2024. As you can see right in front of you, instrumentation, we have a standard 34-inch glass cockpit display. So that spans really over half the width of the cabin, the standard with every Lucid Air. You have your basic instrumentation and key functions like phone, music, navigation, available on the upper screen. The lower screen you can see there between the two seats, that's our pilot panel. It's a 12-inch retractable screen, so it actually has a storage compartment behind it. And from this screen you control vehicle functions like your steering wheel, you have the steering wheel adjustment there, your mirror adjustment, you have different drive modes, you have smooth, swift, and sprint drive mode. We have 819 horsepower in this particular vehicle, and you don't always want that available sometimes, so that's what the different drive modes are for.
Nice.
If you put it in sprint mode, it asks you, are you sure? You
sure
want
about
access to all
that?
that power? So it is, characterized and tuned for the different modes accordingly. So smooth is for your road trips, for optimal range and comfort, and progressively gets more performance focus as you go between those modes. You have your access for your power charge port door. So other competitor vehicles, you have to press the door in for the charge port to open. This is power operated. You have a power front lid, you have a power trunk. Speaking earlier about packaging efficiency, you see how much space is in the back seat. I'm 6'1", and the seat, that's what I was mentioning, is though even though it's a mid-size exterior, you have like S-Class, if not more levels of interior space.
Yeah.
This particular vehicle has the glass canopy roof. As you can see here, there's no interruption with metal the way there is a typical panoramic roofs. So, for road trips, nighttime driving, seeing the stars, this is truly something special.
Yeah, this is awesome. And the infotainment is beautiful, spectacular.
And we now have Apple CarPlay. A lot of the updates that we do are, although we've made a lot of updates for 24 model year hardware-wise, anything software, we can update over the air. We've made over 100 improvements to the car in the two and a half years since we've been on sale that have been done over the air. Customers haven't needed to go to a service center for new features. So one of the most recent ones we decided we needed a tilt down feature for the side view mirror and passenger side for parallel parking. So you don't curb your wheels. So we added that. Customers didn't have to go in and grab that down. It was just done from the convenience of their home or workplace, wherever they're updating. We also have a pet mode that's on the way for climate control. If you don't leave your dog in the car while you're shopping, it'll notify everyone outside on the screen that the dog's in a climate controlled area.
Yeah.
And importantly, like I mentioned, CarPlay. Tesla don't offer CarPlay. We've seen from our customers that was important to them. Their stats that 80-some% of customers or consumers want CarPlay for their next vehicle purchase. So we, software team developed that and added it to Lucid Air, so that's now included as well. This particular car, like I mentioned, has the Tahoe interior thing. It's got 20-way power front seats with massage. You see the massage button in the top center. We have both pneumatic and vibration massage. Most cars are only pneumatic, so the vibration is much more intense. Some former brands I worked on, it was just a slight push, and you didn't really get much from it. But the vibration part is huge, so that's super nice on road trips. This car also has, like you saw when getting in, soft closed doors for that more premium shutting experience. You have to slam the doors. It's got power sunshades in the rear, so rear side windows you see here have power sunshades, as well as the very rear window. This car has heated wipers, come in handy in Chicago this time of year for de-icing the windshield, heated steering wheel, and 5 heated seats. So usually the center seat in the back isn't heated, so we don't skimp out there. That customer actually gets seat
Love it.
the position I'm in.
I have
Mia.
here to talk about this really great device. One, because it's from University of Illinois. It's the best school in the world. But, it has some pretty interesting qualities. So would you like to tell us all about them?
Yeah, I'd love to. So this is Calypso, our third generation solar electric vehicle. She runs just on the sun, and we race cross country. So this summer in the American Solar Challenge, we're starting in Nashville, ending in Wyoming.
The other Nebraska.
Yeah. And basically she goes like 275 miles on one charge, so comparable to a Tesla basically, but 1/15 of the battery size. So she's way more efficient. And what's special about this car, our third generation compared to our second generation, she has 3 wheels compared to 4, so she weighs a lot less. And I'm in charge of all the carbon fiber building of this car, so everything you see here, my hands played a role in that.
Wow.
And we have a special internal monocoque that's supporting our whole suspension right now. And that's brand new. We've never made one of those before, and it was a really exciting challenge for me. So this is all student made, so everything you see here except the solar panels and the motor made by undergraduates. All the metal we design and make ourselves. So in terms of the carbon fiber, we'll CNC foam molds. So a company helps us CNC. Then from that, it's our job to lay the carbon fiber down. I pick the best carbon fiber, the best resin combinations for strength, efficiency, lightweight, and we get 30 people out, and 12 hours we can make a shell. It's a big spectacle, but yeah, it's all done by hand.
How long would you say this would have taken to build from start to finish, maybe concept, maybe the idea, and then actually the building, the whole thing into what we see right now?
Yeah, so our team aims for a two-year build cycle. So this is the first big appearance beyond our unveiling event in September. So this is around 18 to 24 months after our ideation, and right now we're starting our ideation for our 4th generation vehicle. So we're always working to make new cars.
Love it. And then we look at the table over here. What do we have? What are some things on display? Could you speak to these things?
Yeah, so I'm on the mechanical side, but I can explain this electrical stuff. So this is our maximum power point tracker. It was made by a master student on our team a while back, but based on these ideas and creations, we can continue innovating. Here's some more low voltage components. We design and print all of our circuit boards ourselves. Here's the steering column. We don't need power steering for this car since it's so lightweight. We have some shock absorbers, brake calipers. We use like a 2-piston braking system. And this is a completely street legal car. So we have parking brake, we have directions, a license plate. We need everything to be street legal, even though it looks pretty wacky to see this on the road.
I mean, if I see this coming on the road, I'm scared because I don't know if it's gonna shoot a rocket at me
I think
or.
as a driver, I'd be a little bit more scared of you.
Right, it's like a super deluxe smart car with a little tail or something.
Yeah. So our steering wheel looks kind of like an F1
Love it.
steering wheel. This is from our retired car now, Breeze, our 2nd generation.
Yeah.
So you can see how engineers would make this all student made. Quick connect. Yeah, we have a new steering wheel for this version around, but you get the idea.
Illinois Power, guys. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Donnelly Baxter, Marketing Manager for Escalade IQ. Not a concept vehicle. This is coming to market. It'll be available late 2024, so later on this year.
So I can get this.
You can get this.
Okay.
This is a no-compromise, all-electric vehicle. You've got 450 miles of range. Always the first question that comes up when people want to talk electric. We give more range than anybody has ever expected and more than any other vehicle in the class delivers.
Love it.
And not only do you have phenomenal range, but you've got a big, bold vehicle. 3 rows of seats, loaded with tech. You want to take a look at the front.
Of course.
Escalade's always been known for a big, bold style, and it really makes an entrance. Like to say, in an Escalade, you don't just show up, you arrive. And with the front here, we've taken all of the signature design elements that people recognize from Escalade and reimagined them for the future. So you've got tall, vertical LED DRLs. We've got an illuminated front grille. We can take a moment here. We have actually a walk-up animation, so your car kind of greets you and says hi as you're walking up to it.
Wow.
It's like Optimus Prime.
Yeah, look at that, loaded.
Big, bold presence, as people expect. It's also super aerodynamically efficient. It's about 15% more efficient aerodynamically than the current vehicle, while still giving you that big, bold design, that presence, that just like, hey, I've arrived.
Oh yeah, dude, it's the spirit of Michigan, man. Like the Escalade, just big, nice sporty style, got a nice engine. Well, now it's an electric engine.
And you can't talk Escalade without talking wheels.
Oh
So
yeah,
let's take a look.
Look at them big boys.
Biggest wheels ever offered on an Escalade. You've got 24-inch wheels,
Wow.
35-inch tires, air ride suspension, so you can raise and lower it. And we've got low ride mode, so you can actually lower it 2 inches and drive at lower speeds. Perfect to show up. And if you want to really make your arrival special, we have Cadillac arrival mode. So we've got 4-wheel steer on the vehicle, which makes it turn sharp or easy to park like a smaller vehicle. But that also allows you to turn all 4 wheels in the same direction and kind of glide diagonally. So just show up to that red carpet event in style.
That's nice, nice.
Sweet.
And then it doesn't stop on the exterior. Taking a look inside, we've got a curved 55-inch pillar-to-pillar screen. We've got a passenger display that has active polarization, like a digital blind, kind of like the privacy screen for your laptop. So when you've got a passenger in there, that activates so the driver can't be distracted, but the passenger can still watch a movie or stream the web or kind of do whatever they want on that screen. And doing it from the comfort of their 16-way adjustable, heated, cooled, massaging front seats. We've got 40 speaker AKG audio. AKG does a lot of studio production microphones and speakers. So
Yeah, absolutely.
top level audio that you can count the 40 speakers, there's a lot.
Yeah.
But each headrest in the front has 2 speakers built in. This one has our executive second row that also has 2 speakers in each of these headrests. So you've got that fully immersive 360-degree sound.
It's got that nice new smell too.
Yeah,
You smell that? Wow.
This is the same seat you find in the front, move to the back. A lot of our buyers are celebrities, actors, CEOs, athletes who like to get driven in their car.
Yes,
And they've
sir.
been asking for that same VIP first class seating from the front row in the second row.
Yeah.
So these are literally the same seats moved back. So you're heating, cooled, massaging, power seats. You've got fold out private jet style tray tables in the center console, TVs, rear command center for your power open close doors.
Yes. Oh, it opens powered.
Power open close doors.
Wow.
You can be in the driver's seat, open the door for someone, or your driver can open it for you.
Lovely. Wow.
And then taking a peek straight up, you've got our massive panoramic
Oh my
fixed glass
goodness.
roof. It goes all the way from the front to the back of the second row. Like, there's not another glass roof comparable to this, which
Love it,
really
love it.
gives you a nice airy feeling inside.
Nice, nice.
Absolutely.
Coming around back, Escalade's always been known for our tall vertical rear tail lights too. What I love about the Escalade is that day or night, half a mile away, you can tell what you're following. You can tell it's an Escalade.
Absolutely.
So we keep that really tall vertical lighting signature. We've kind of split it up in two. We've got this body line that bisects it, but we still have that vertical element so you know that you're following an Escalade.
Absolutely. Wow. Man, I gotta tell you, this is putting a tear to my eye. It's beautiful. So you say back in September we can expect to see
Start seeing them on the road.
Yeah,
these
we
on the
didn't have
road.
an exact date, but late 2024, so later on
Okay.
this year.
All right. So whenever you guys ready for a test drive, you know what I'm saying? We here for you. Thank you again.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Today we are here live to talk about the E-Ray. We have one of the best spokesperson I've ever met in my life. Don't he look great, man? Look, we're here to talk about it and give you a sneak preview of what to expect.
Yeah, my name is Chad Lyons. I work for Chevrolet, and we're super excited here to have behind us actually a historic vehicle. It's the Corvette E-Ray. We just revealed it last year. It's about to become available for public to drive and buy. But it's historic because, you know, for all the decades that we've offered a Corvette, it's never been available in all-wheel drive. This one is. And it's never been available in an electrified fashion, so as a hybrid. Now, why do we have hybrid? Hybrid is really so you have your LT2 V8 engine, mid-engine vehicle, still have that, puts out about 495 horsepower. But then we added a battery that powers an electric motor that gives propulsion to the front tires. So what that does is it gives you a combined 655 horsepower, right? So it's hybrid for performance, right? It gives you added traction and it also gives you more horsepower, 655 horsepower. This is also the fastest, quickest Corvette we've ever built, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Fastest Corvette ever. You know, people here in Chicago, now they can drive a Corvette year round, right? Like people used to drive their Corvettes in the summer and the spring. with the all-wheel drive now, it gives you the ability to drive it as a daily driver, but also you can drive it in the winter.
Nice.
So listen, with the E-Ray, we're super excited. This is the wide body, similar to the Z06 that we have over there. But you'll notice, instead of a contrasting color, a unique distinction here with the Corvette is that it's bodied colored here, right? You've got your distinct E-Ray badging. And on the interior, one of the things that people will notice is this thing can actually start up in what we call stealth mode. So if you don't want to wake up your neighbors with that loud V8 roar that we have, you can actually go ahead and put it into stealth mode. What that does is it lets you drive the vehicle in all electric mode, so it's quiet, stealth, and then once you accelerate quickly, you've left the neighborhood, then the engine comes in seamlessly, and now you've got both, right? So it's a wonderful vehicle. Carbon ceramic brakes, so amazing stopping power and performance.
Big brakes too.
Yeah, so we're super excited, and one of my favorite things about this vehicle, obviously, is the interior design. You can see all of that kind of carbon fiber motifs, and that you can see throughout the cabin, right? And I obviously love that flat bottom steering wheel. And these are performance seats, and it's just a fantastic vehicle. We're super excited to have it here for people in Chicago to see. This beautiful vehicle right here is our Silverado EV. Now, Silverado is the best-selling Chevrolet nameplate in the gas, in the gas department. Gasoline, we have also diesel Silverados, but this is the all-new electric Silverado. Is going to be available on sale this year. This is the RST. This thing will give you 400 plus miles of range per charge. It's capable of 350 kilowatt DC fast charging. What that means is you plug it in, level 3 charger, you can get 100 miles in about 10 minutes, right? But there's a lot of really unique things. Some competitors that do electric pickup trucks, they've decided to kind of take an existing gas pickup truck and kind of retrofit it to be electric. That's not the approach we took with this one. What we did is we started with a clean slate. Clean design, designed this from the ground up to be an electric pickup truck. Why is that important? Well, it gives you a couple of benefits, right? One of the things is you have the battery going all the way through the bottom. It's actually a structural member of the vehicle, so it gives you kind of a more planted center of gravity. So it's really good to, to maneuver. This one also has 4-wheel steer, right? So normally only these two in the front would, when you're turning the steering wheel, but now it's all 4. And what that does is when you're in a parking lot, big vehicle like this, it turns really tightly. So it gives you a tighter turning radius. But my favorite thing about this architecture is that, you have a 5-foot bed, but we also have a mid-gate over there, right? So basically you can put your seats down and basically it's passed through. You can also drop the windows, you can see there, you can remove that cross member there. And it's basically entirely open, and it gives you better opportunity to put in something large in there, a kayak, windsurfing, whatever you need, right? Yes. So that's one of the main benefits of designing this from the ground up, because it lets you do functional stuff like this. So super excited about this.
Lovely. No, it looks great.
Yeah.
Very sleek. Love the interior. Beautiful. No,
yeah,
man.
and you can use this as a truck, right? Like truck customers tell us we don't want, to sacrifice when we move to the EV world. So this has 10,000 pounds of towing capacity. We have another version of this one, the work truck, which people can drive here at the Chicago Auto Show. That one gives you up to 450 miles of range. There's a version of the work truck that gives you 12,500 for towing, pounds of towing capacity. But one thing that people don't know about that I really love is our Super Cruise technology, and you can see it right here. I'll show you. So you've got the steering wheel, and you've got a light bar right here. So what that light bar does is we've pre-mapped tens of thousands of miles of roads throughout the country, and when you get to one of those pre-mapped roads, you can activate Super Cruise. What that does is it allows you to do hands-free driving, truly hands-free driving.
Love it.
We've got a driver monitoring system right here. So it's that little camera, infrared camera there. Takes a look at tracks your eyes, right? To make sure that you're paying attention to the road. So you can truly be hands-free. If you're turning for longer than 3 seconds, this light bar is gonna start blinking red and says, hey, go ahead and grab the steering wheel. If you're texting, it's going to say, hey, we're going to deactivate this technology because you're supposed to be supervising, right?
Yeah.
But truly hands-free, it'll overtake vehicles on its own. And one of the unique things that we have is that you can use that technology while you're towing something. So
very nice.
you know, for a lot of people, towing is like a really stressful thing. But with Super Cruise, it just really removes a lot of that stress because you're just, you know, feet off the pedal and off the brake and just your hands on your lap, and it's doing its thing.
All right, man, so what is this beautiful blue one?
Yeah, so this one is our pride and joy, the Equinox EV. It's a vehicle that's going to go on sale here in a few months. This is going to be kind of our affordable entryway to EV, and Chevrolet has had a lot of experience with EVs here recently with our Chevrolet Bolt.
Yes.
So this one, not the one that you see here, but you know, this one's going to be available with a starting price of around $35,000, which is super attractive for a lot of customers. 319 miles of range on this one. Beautiful kind of infotainment screen there that you can kind of see follows kind of this kind of unified pattern, but one of them is your digital information center and the other one's kind of your center stack screen. This one's also available with Super Cruise, as you can see. You can get this one in front wheel drive or all wheel drive. You get this beautiful two-tone roof. And we just cannot wait to get this vehicle into our showrooms.
Yeah.
People tell us they're super excited about it. To your point, good for the city, small, but also affordable.
Yeah.
And you know, all of the technologies that Chevrolet has been known to have, from Super Cruise to active safety features, this one's gonna have.
Yeah. And I like the doors, you like the little panel.
Flush for aerodynamics, and you can push it and then it opens.
Nice.
So it's a beautiful vehicle, great cargo capacity. Blazer. This is our Blazer EV. It complements our trio of EVs. You're right. We just saw the Equinox. We showed the Silverado. This is Blazer EV 2024 Motor Trend SUV of the year. We're super excited about this one. 324 miles of range. You can get it in rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, or front-wheel drive, which all of that variety is made possible because General Motors has this wonderful architecture that we call for electric vehicles that we call Ultium. Think about it as kind of a modular system where you can use stack different battery modules if you want to have more or less range. You have different motors that you can kind of configure for rear-wheel drive or for front-wheel drive. So Blazer EV is a vehicle that's going to be contrast stitching in the steering wheel, flat bottom steering wheel. This is our RS trim. This has Google built-in technology, so you can use Google Voice to say, hey, Google, change the temperature to 55, right?
Nice.
Make a phone call, so on and so forth. So this is our Blazer
shiny,
EV. Yeah.
Very shiny. I like this one. This one is actually pretty interesting. So,
Yeah.
you know, one thing I do like about it, it kind of still maintains its traditional car look.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the, you know, infotainment center, but it also has the nice shiny air con.
You're absolutely right. And we, you know, customers have told us, you know, we don't want just a screen. We also like some buttons, right?
Yeah.
So we like to use that integration.
Feedback.
Right. And so you got real switches there to control like your HVAC, but all of that obviously of the screen you can control through tactile. And then here you've got a knob, for instance, for your volume. That's kind of, you know, mounted there. So it's a good, you know, people have told us, right? We don't want an electric vehicle to be a science experiment, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, there are things, a lot of people that are moving into the EV world don't want to sacrifice, you know, the things that they know. So we're super excited. And the thing about Chevrolet too is we're uniquely positioned. You can see it's a pretty big kind of display. We've got pickup trucks, Corvettes, crossovers. So, you know, if people want an Equinox that is a gas-powered Equinox, you can get it. If you want an EV, you can get it. Same with Blazer, same with Silverado. We've got something for everybody.
Yeah.
That was a lot of walking, Will, today, but
Man,
worth it.
a lot of walking. And I'm glad we got a chance to check out as many of the EVs and everything that we kind of set ourselves up to. In my opinion, one that took the show for me, that
Cadillac IQ. Oh my God.
That Cadillac is nice.
That thing was,
nice.
fantastic, dude. Like the tech in there, the visuals, even though it's still like, you know, the ones that they had wasn't really fully complete, but I still enjoyed it. You know, I think it was a very wonderful car.
The crazy thing too is like it's not a concept. It's going to be a car that we're going to get to see you know, later on this year. I would say my highlight was the when we got to hop in the Lucid, Lucid Air car. That's top-notch EV to me.
Dude.
Super fast, super luxury, and a large. It's like, you know, sitting in there was like sitting in an S-Class. You know,
Dude,
luxury,
seriously.
you know, luxury quality.
And you know, it's the crazy thing. I don't think that was the Sapphire. I think that was the one below.
Yeah, that was the low. That was the entry level.
Yeah,
you know, one.
yeah.
So
Sapphire.
I can imagine what the Sapphire would be.
But anyway, guys, thank you for going on this journey with us this whole day. So we thank you at home, and you know, if you haven't done it already, you better hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, just do it twice,
And
right?
do it right now.
And
too.
do it right now. We'll wait.
We'll wait. We'll wait till the lights come on.
Shuts off. Anyway,
See you,
guys,
sir.
thank you guys for checking us out. See you guys later.
See ya.